Welcome back. They look the same, they feel the same, and sometimes come from the same factory, but they cost a whole lot less. We are talking about dupes, affordable look-alike for brand name products, and they're flying off the shelves, and they're all over social media too.
Ooh, this is a hot topic. All right, we're bringing in our chief business correspondent, Taylor Young. This trend, it's doing a lot more than just saving shoppers money, Taylor. It's actually shaking up the entire retail industry.
Yeah, I mean, look, in today's economy with the rising cost of living, inflation, the fear over tariffs impacting prices, consumers are really prioritizing the price of what they're buying, those items. So they are kind of sacrificing those well-known, maybe more expensive brands for these knockoffs, or also known as dupes. And what we're kind of seeing on social media is the glamorization of this, of, you know, people being kind of proud that they're saving money here. So what we're seeing is a real shift in mindset in terms of what people are buying and their priorities here. And the easiest way to see this shift in shopping behavior is by looking at consumer search history. According to Trend Analytics, searches for dupes, also known as duplicates, have surged by more than 70% on platforms like Google and TikTok, and retailers have really cut onto this. Many have launched their own private label brands like Costco's Kirkland Signature, which is estimated to have brought in nearly $60 billion in sales last year, as well as Target's in-house labels that are outselling some national brands. And it's not just clothing that we're talking about. I mean, big box stores have come out with their own apparel, home goods, and even food brands. So this is really reshaping kind of what brand loyalty looks like. I think shoppers are saying, hey, if I can get maybe something that's almost identical, right, that's cheaper, I'm going to do it.
I'm not gonna lie, I have like 6 pairs of like the fake Lululemon stuff because you get 4 shorts for $20. You can't beat that deal, and the quality's not bad. But okay, how are the brands responding to this shift? We know there's been some pushback because they don't like that we're saving money.
I mean, speaking of Lululemon, I mean, they were kind of the latest big company, right, to fight back. I mean, just a couple of weeks ago, Lululemon filed a lawsuit against Costco, kind of accusing the brand of ripping off their leggings. Yeah, you might be part of this. Their leggings, their hoodies, their jackets. I mean, Lululemon said, you know, these are not only so close in how they look and how they're being marketed, but also they're confusing our customers and they're hurting our brand.
I don't know many people who go to Costco and say, hey, here's a Lululemon sweatshirt. Yeah. But what's the latest with the lawsuit?
Yeah, so the lawsuit is still unfolding in court. Lululemon is actually kind of seeking money in terms of damages here for allegedly what they're accusing Costco of hurting their brand. So yeah, this is still unfolding, so we'll have to wait and see. But one thing I found really interesting when this story was first announced was kind of the online discourse around it. You saw a lot of people come out kind of on Costco's side for this, saying, hey, they have their own brand here. It's a lot cheaper. Some even accusing Lululemon, like, hey, if you don't want your brand to be hurt by this other kind of leggings or hoodies, maybe you should lower your prices. So I do think that's really interesting to see that at least some public approval on Costco's side here.
All right, Kirkland should be cuckoo kiwi. Not even close to Lululemon. Very, very different. 2 different fruits, 2 different things. All right, so let's go back to this lawsuit. It doesn't matter what side you're on when it comes to this lawsuit. If Lululemon, if they do win, how would it change the future of dupes going forward?
Yeah, I mean, this could absolutely set a precedent here. So right now, this is a bit of a gray area. Even though this is a market right now, this dupe market is huge. I mean, it's been around for a long time, but it's a real gray area here because what you're kind of seeing is, what is a dupe, right? Does it look similar enough? Does it feel? Where is it made? But legally, as long as you're kind of not ripping off the logo or the trademark, I mean, you kind of have the okay right now. So whatever happens in this case, it really could set a precedent going either way, right? Because if Lululemon wins this lawsuit, I mean, it's going to make other companies like maybe Target or Costco kind of rethink exactly how they're marketing or how they are, you know, designing these clothing brands. And of course, if it goes the opposite way, we could see this dupe market get even larger in the long term.
It's not quite the same thing as, you know, I'm thinking about in major cities where they've got all the
design.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, they've got, they're ripping off the Fendis, the Gucci's, the Louis Vuittons.
And they're not being quiet about it. Their logos are on.
Exactly.
On
So
those.
it's not, and that's exactly, that's illegal.
Yeah.
Dupes, not yet.
Yeah, very big gray area
lawsuit.
right now, so it'll be really interesting to see where this goes.
Well, I mean, like, think about like the Nike dry fit shirt. That was one of the first companies that came out with that kind of material. Everyone's got it now.
Right.
Even a $5 something at Walmart, it looks like a I can't imagine like you having to go, you can't make anything that resembles the original. You got to go your own route.
Yeah, I mean, there's
can't
only
imagine
so
that.
much you can do with
Yeah.
an article of clothing,
Yeah.
right? So where do you
Right.
draw the line?
Exactly.
Wow.
Interesting stuff.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.